Greetings, my little patients, and welcome back to Plague Knight Plays The Plague of Shadows. I am your doctor, Plague Knight, and here is my prescription for today. In the last episode, we managed to take care of a certain mole in our operations and claimed a new outpost for us to, well, let's just say gather supplies. I also learned a few new tricks, such as the dance. And as you can see, I'm wearing new threads. Hopefully these will come in handy when I take care of the Iron One, known as the Treasure Knight. Now this blubbering bubble of blabber is going to be quickly dispersed of. So let's not waste time, shall we? Let's go under his ship, or into his ship, and let's blow him up! Now, I did go back to the Explodatorium to give Percy those musical sheets. Though they might not be useful to him, at the very least they give me some gold to work with. So, a nominal plus, I must say. Though not the biggest benefit to me, per se, at the very least it does provide me with some riches. Apologies. I'm a bit subdued today. A bit too preoccupied with how I'm going to show Mona these moves. You see, I attempted to in private, but unfortunately I, as the commoner would say, got cold feet. A shame, really. I felt very confident in myself. But sometimes it happens. I get a little shy, as it were. And I'm not shy because I have feelings for her, no. I'm more shy because I don't want to embarrass myself in front of the only partner I feel I have a strong enough connection to. I mean strong enough connection in terms of the sciences, not in terms of flimsy romances. Still, I can see how one would assume that it would be of a romantic interest. I do get a little nervous around her sometimes, and that's very normal when you want to impress one you consider a best friend, as well as fellow researcher. You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of them, but still, I do see where the assumption could take place. We've got yet another one of these weird knights with a needle nose. They appear every level, yet they all have a different color scheme. Perhaps to better reflect the knight that they are defending. Either that or it's just annoyance. Now, let us think further. There's a slight change in the jump arc. More than likely it's due to the fact that we are underwater. Might as well use these tonics. Collect that one, and let's make our way down carefully to avoid the spikes. Alright. That should be it for the moment. Let's watch ourselves! Don't want to get crushed by that. No, no, no. Would not be a good thing. No, it would not. But I saw something. So I saw that shovel boy. That shovel knight. He wants to dye my robes pink again. Do you know how hard it is to remove red dyes from fabric? It's quite difficult, I must say. But still, keeping my eyes open. Ooh, it seems like the Treasure Knight has some new employees of a Lovecraftian nature. Well, what do you expect? It looks like a Lovecraft monster. I'm not having a good time with this. Might have to throw it a little bit close. There we go. Whoa! Some treasure. That'll come in handy for when I need more of Mona's particularly great inventions. Now, oh, tentacles. Wonder what they're doing here. There's something down here. Ah, tonic. Perfect. Now, back to the whoosh. I do love using that. It's just fun. What are these eels doing following me around? Oh dear, whoa! Almost fell in that pit! That would not have been a good thing. No, 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 no. It would not have. I have taken my medication today, just so you know, but sometimes the effects leave me a bit calmer than usual. In this instance, I do find myself to be a bit on the calmer side. Which is good! Don't want to be insane all the time! Except when you're blowing things up, then go full insane. Okay, these coins are going to be quite useful for Mona to make more delicious tools for destruction. I have to blow these tentacles up carefully. I do like the casing I'm using homes in on targets. Always a useful thing to have, yes. Now, for you. Perfect dismount. Down we go, avoiding the spikes on the way down. Now, these particular crustaceans cannot be destroyed. No matter what I throw at them, they just don't blow up! But it's okay. That's fine. I'll allow them to live. For now, I will find their weakness. You watch. Oh, joy. Another one of those blue chests. I'm sure What's-His-Face will find something of value! I have been bamboozled, it seems. I have been lied to. I have been deceived. How dare. How dare, how dare, how dare! Oh, it's a first. I have been lied to. How interesting. It's an angler-type fish that uses a treasure chest to ward in suspecting treasure seekers. How unique! Although quite fitting for the treasure knight, I must say. His choice in weaponry has improved greatly since last we spoke. Though still, he is a blithering buffoon, only caring about the simple pleasantries of treasure, not really caring about the experimentation of all life on the planet. But that is his own fault, really. He's too busy working to try and gather all the rarest treasures of the sea and all that jazz. Blah, blah, blah. What a boring, fruitless effort. Does he not realize that there is more to this world than what's on the surface? Does he not realize that there are things that we could be doing under the surface? Why must I be surrounded by simpletons? Why? You commenters know that being surrounded by people who don't see the finer things in life is so boring and passe. But I must admit, traveling by missile is quite a interesting venture. Now then, let's move forward, being careful to avoid the little bolts that these things seem to be dropping. That Manta could have moved a little bit carefuler, though, not noticing the homing casing that I have installed on my bombs. I do look forward to getting other casings and other fuses, just to have variety. Because as we all know, my intrepid patience, variety is what we call the spice of life. Whoosh! Ah, nothing like a good flight. Ow! Got to avoid these missiles, it seems. Although one does allow me to float. Though it does raise the question. Aha! Secret! Secret, secret, secret! Very nice. Yee! Gotta watch out. Ooh! More secrets to be had. More cipher coins. Yes, yes, yes! I do approve. Yee! And yee! To you too. I am a knight who says yee! To you. Okay, up, up, yee! And you know what? For you, whoosh! And a whoosh! I do wish that bomb would blow up. Yee! There. Now, what else do we have over here? Apart from more of these tonics. Don't really need them in all honesty, but good to collect them nonetheless. Another one of these annoying knights. Well, knocking him down the hole worked. I need to use a boost of health. Health, that was very close. At the very least, blowing these things up is quite fun. A little lower down, please. Thank you. Now up we go. Back on the ladder, please. Back on the ladder, please. I could have gone back on the ladder if I were careful, but no, I was not. At least I'm close to the stupid knight in question. So, I'm not going to complain too much. I do want to try to get my gold back, though. It's not necessary, good lord. But Still, it would be nice to have it back. Just because I don't want to lose all that I have accrued here. Nyeh. Don't like these things. It's not that they're annoying, it's more I don't appreciate their existence. Not by a long shot. Now, carefully avoid the lantern, eh? Good. I got particularly lucky fighting him the last time. Let's see if we can replicate the success. No, of course not. Or we could. Yay! Let's blow them up some more. These cluster bombs are quite effective, though I do notice that they have a certain fallacy, I would say would be the proper term. You have to use them at the right angle, so that way they home in on targets more effectively. Quite a shame, really. They are quite useful. And of course, Chester appears yet again. A vat. Unfortunately, I don't have enough for this, and I don't have the relic you seek. I guess I missed it earlier on. Oh, I can always buy it later. Now, to move forward. Whoosh! Let's go! Now, only a few more challenges remain in this place before I finally find that treasure-hoarding nutjob. Still, we can make do. Let's go. Woo! Some more treasure. Wouldn't it be funny if I had enough as soon as I exited the level? That'd be just quite the ironic brew, don't you think? Oh well. There'll always be next time. Now then, moving right along. Got treasure here. Always a good thing to have. Oh! Actually some health! I'm not going to... I would have assumed that the anchor would have at least stopped and been a stable platform for me to land on. I guess not, though. Oh well, not a problem, right, little patience? Oh well. Let's just ride on the rocket. Whee! I'll even dance on it for fun. Do admit, the tune here is quite lovely. I think I might dance to it in a bit. After I blow that up. Now then. Oh, great. Another Lovecraftian abomination. And of course I fall down a pit. Perhaps it would be wise to be a bit more cautious about how we maneuver. Just so we can avoid dying again. Seems to be a theme. I get comfortable and then I die. Or things like that happen. Though to be fair, at the very least, I'm not going to be upset that I made enough gold to buy the relic and I can't go back for it. So, I'll take what I can get, really. I don't like those nights, they're annoying. Much better. Now, let's fly up, blow this thing up. Could I not have a moment where I fall to my death and die? Such is the ways of old school designs. You tend to die in ridiculous fashions. Oh well. Fly, my pretty missile, fly! At the very least, this does bring the gold right back, so not too much to complain about, really. Oh, get clustered, you abomination. Now, let's grab some of these coins. I do believe the hooks of the anchor will hurt me, so best to be on the careful side here. I assume down is ready to go, so let's fly up. What do we have here? Oh, joy. More treasure with which to waste my time with. Might as well grab it, though. It could prove useful. In some circles! Okay, how much do we have? Enough that I could have bought that item. I don't want to go all the way back. And dying means I'd lose some of it, so really it was a waste. Although, I will make a joke. My, counter for this is quite evil, isn't it? I'm trying to avoid sneezing because I've got a sinus infection at the moment. Never a fun thing. I just feel stuffed up. Even my finest tonics can't get rid of it. Quite a nuisance, really. Now, what's beyond this here wheel? Well, it seems like they're destructible. I'm going to need to use a different explosive here. Just so I can ensure that I get through no problem. Although I think I have botched it a bit. No matter. I don't need the missile. Now, let's get the cluster back. Okay, and health back. Let's use the tonics just to be safe. Now then, treasure night.
What's the matter, Plague Knight? Alchemy business slowing down? Here to make some coin? Or are the orders coffers running dry? Can't you just synthesize all the fool's gold you want?
Ha! Good guess, but no! It's something far more important than mere gold.
More important than gold? Now you're just being ridiculous! Get out of here, you bottom feeder!
Ooh, your essence is showing. I hope you don't mind if I help myself. Oh, I'm sure he won't mind. All he cares about is his foolish gold. The only thing this blithering idiot cares about is riches. Rags and riches. That's the only thing this helmet head cares about. Which is why his defeat was so simple, you see. When all you care about is the riches of the world, you become easily distracted. And such simplicity is what led to his downfall. And with that, another essence is mine! Lovely. Woof. We've got 5 essences. We're getting there. Let's relax and let the dynamo decanter do its thing. But a watched pot never boils. Sure, but right now something else has caught my eye. This step takes concentration. You must drop the essence in it. Why don't you come over here and help me unjam this lever? The pivot seems to be stuck. It'll take 2 people to wrench it free. Come closer. Don't be shy. I'm right here. I'm not shy. I'm just taking my time. It won't budge. Put your hand over mine. Okay.
The forces of darkness reign no longer, for I, Percy, have fixed the power. How's it going? Yeesh! That's a nasty stuck lever. Need a hoof with that? No? You're good? Fair enough. I'll be in the other room, doing science!
Well, so much for that. Where were we before? Oh yeah. You look like you lost a fight with a pond. Ocean, actually. Had to go liberate the essence of avarice. Nice place he's got down there. I never understood what he saw in gold. You can just make it from sawdust and mouse skulls. Some people do things the hard way. Heh! Let's do some work. Oh, by the way, take a swig of this health potion I made for you. Maybe it'll help. Ah, lovely. Additional health. Always a good thing. 80 cipher coins. I'm going to need a lot more if I'm going to buy things. I can't afford all the new stuff. It probably would be good to get that thing from Chester, so for now... Suppose this will do. Cascade powder. Okay, let's see what that does. Cascade! Alright, I gotta wait for it to blow up. Don't dance in here. Woo! Pretty, pretty flames. I do appreciate a good fire. Now then, Mr. Percy, do you have anything for this Yes, it's a musical sheet, you dunderhead. Just take it and give me gold. Now then, with the treasure knight taken care of, that means the gate is open. And as such, more knights to defeat. Very nice. I'm not going to deal with that dunderhead knight over there by the mole knight's lair. I'm just going to find Chester and buy what I missed. Seems I've missed a few things. Oh, a big mag tonic. Well, up to 10 health tonics. A bit too much, really. I'll just take the VAT. An explosive platform that you can even create when airborne. Woo! Very nice. I could very much use that later on. Let's move forward. Hall of Champions. Shortcut? What is this? It's a catapult. Whoop! Percy! This is your doing.
Well, hello again, Plague Knight. Why the long face?
It takes one to know one, you fool. You fired me right into the armor outpost.
Oh, bother. Where did I go wrong? Ah, I see now. I forgot to carry the one. Perfect. Let's try again. It should be accurate within a centimeter. Just say the word.
Forget this! Ugh! Why am I all the way back here? Ugh! What a waste of my time this has been. I already know about that particular sheet of music. Don't care. Let's just get down to the laboratory. Unless there is something... Ah! Is the coast clear? Good. Let's go for a spin. And that's the idea. Seems the catapult is only useful for getting us back to where we once were. Not really something I find of value. However, the VAT certainly will be. Okay. I'm going to switch back to my normal robes. These robes were quite nice. However, I do like my original look. Though I do wish that he would actually aim into the chalice and not onto my robes. Though I do suppose that's how it works, isn't it? Let's see. We have the stranded ship with the Polar Knight. We have the clock tower with the Tinker Knight. And the flying machine with the Propeller Knight. Decisions. I suppose we could tinker about a little bit and go into the clock tower. For science! Besides, this little Tinker Knight needs a lesson or two in how to properly handle machinery. I will admit the Tinker does have good ideas, but he's a bit short on the uptake. I will admit, though, his mouse contraptions are quite nice. I will have to ask him for a few schematics later. Of the knights that I work with, he's at least one that I can appreciate on a scientific level. Not the best knight in the Order of No Quarter, but still a clever one nonetheless. I will admit, his Gearmancers are quite a unique bunch. And I will admit this VAT thing is quite useful. I do appreciate a good little item that I can use to blow things up. Yee! I grab these coins. Wouldn't want to leave them behind at all. Oh, this platform is quite useful. Yee! Get me what I need from there. Tonics. Lots of tonics. I feel like this cascading component will be quite useful in the future against the Tinker Knight in question. Let's just hope it will be. I see we have a secret. A gear. I don't think we'll need to worry about this too much. Nope, not one bit. The spoils and riches of my explosive career. Now, let's move forward, shall we? What we have here? Seems those Spearmancers have gotten a bit of an upgrade. Yee! I'd be careful not to incur his wrath upon myself. Last thing I want is to take unnecessary damage. I mean, yes, I have tonics, but still. Do you go out of your way to hurt yourself? No! That's something silly. I wouldn't do that intentionally. Certainly not me. I wouldn't hurt myself intentionally. The only time I ever hurt myself is if I accidentally brew something that, well, blows up in my face. But what scientist hasn't had that happen? I ask you. What scientist hasn't botched something every once in a while? I mean, that's what science is. It's hypothesizing and figuring out the proper solution to something. If it doesn't work the first time, you try again until you get it right. But that's why science is such a fascinating thing. It's just trial and error, but with a fancy name. The secret path is quite lengthy, I'm noticing. Now, to admit, cascade powder is fun, but I like the cluster powder just a bit more. Yep. Ooh, almost smelled my death there. Can I go up? Nope. Down we go. Lots of gears. Not exactly a fan of this, but whoa! Coin. Of all the colors the coins could have been, why green? I mean, I don't mind. It's my favorite color after all, but why the shade of green? I don't understand it. Oh! Yeah. It appears I have met my end. Not exactly a big issue, no. But still quite annoying. Let's go back to the standard fuse for a bit. At least so we can actually aim properly. We'll save using the homing casing for the boss battle ahead. Because let's be honest, you know that's what's coming. So why keep it in suspense? This regular casing is quite nice. When in doubt, fall back on the things you know best. It would be nice to actually hit this guy. Oh dear. Whoop! I've lost my gold. Oh well. Let's try again. For the time being, I'm going to switch my special tools around. Just so I have more airborne control. Nothing personal. Just for the segment I'm about to enter, I prefer to have control. Besides, who doesn't really? Yeet! These gears are starting to get on my nerves. In a sense, you could say they're grinding my gears. Oh, I do love a dumb joke every once in a while. Not all humor has to be pish-posh and well thought out. Sometimes a dumb joke's a dumb joke, and I love it. Now then, moving forward. I have plenty of health and health tonics. I should be able to survive this if I am careful, which I plan to be. And since I've got the cipher coins from here and I don't need to worry about them, I think I can traverse through here without too many problems. I do need to be careful though. I don't want to accidentally do the wrong thing at the wrong time and hurt myself. Now then, for the useless trinket, what do we have here? A mobile gear. Useless! Although, in the right hands it should be useful, but not to me! I don't need something that moves on its own. I can move on my own 2 little legs, thank you very much! Oh, great. Another one. He'll get blown to smithereens. Yee! Up, I say! Why were you not using the... Are you serious? Why must you torment me in ways that make me angry? Oh well, at the very least I don't have to go a mile's ways to get back to where I once was. And at the very least I have full health, so should be easier to handle, I think. Okay, let's go about this more carefully, shall we? Blow him up! Thank you! Now, up we go. Lots of secretive little walls, aren't they? Aren't there? I could go up, but there's a thing on the right I want to investigate. You can die for all I care! I apologize if I seem a little bit aggravated. Just Percy. He had to barge in at that exact moment, didn't he? Mona and I were in the middle of repairs. Things went dark. Why did he have to intrude? I will admit I'm a little bit annoyed by his constant intrusions and constant ho-ho-ho. His snarky little attitude is starting to get on my nerves. I've honestly forgotten why I employed him in the first place. Well, I suppose it is good to have a lackey that is willing to do anything for the sake of science, but he is one of those lackeys that I could honestly do without. And every day I question why I keep him around. This cluster powder is quite delightful, I must admit. Of all the powders I have so far, Cascade and Cluster are very useful. As long as you know how to utilize them in the right moments, they'll help you out immensely. Now, Chester, what do you have for me? A fleet flask. Explode into a frenzied dash. Okay, what does it do? Oh! Well, that's one way to go fast. Quite an explosive way, too. My favorite. Now then, let's try that again. Whoa! Me, oh my, that's quick. A bit too quick. I'm going to have to be more careful when I utilize this. Though my question is, if I'm able to dash that fast on long, winding roads, does that mean I don't have to worry too much? Oh, as soon as I hit a wall, it cancels out. I do have questions about this particular top flask. I'm going to have to run further tests on it, just to make sure it is an invaluable asset to my research. Still, it's a good thing to have, and I am thankful to own it. Now then, I'm going to have to go back to get all the gold I lost, so it'll be a fun venture to blow these suckers up again. Now just watch the spikes. Easy now. Carefully. Blow him up for good measure. He's annoying anyway. Now, how far off is the gold? Not too far off. Can easily just ride this platform. Oh dear, oh dear! That was a bit too close for this Plague Knight. Hee! Oh, you have to just appear again, don't you? You annoying little fly. Now then, moving right along. Woo! Lots of tricky contraptions. I suppose he was preparing for Shovel Knight's arrival, but instead he's going to have to deal with me. And let's be honest, who doesn't like dealing with little old explosive me? Don't answer that. I know there's a few of you that don't particularly care for my presence. I don't care. Those who do care, you are greatly appreciated. I sense a secret up above. Let's investigate. Ah, musical sheet. Can at least score some gold off of this. Whoa! That would not have ended prettily. No. Oof, two near-death encounters with a spike. Not the best time, I must say. Now then. Oh, a moving series of platforms. How unique. Oh dear, down. Don't get squished. We want that. No. Carefully. Let's blow him up so he doesn't bother us anymore. Another one of them? What do I have to do to get rid of these things? Seriously, of all the enemies I have to fight, these guys are the worst. Just die already. Blow up! I said blow up! Good. They listened. Oh great, another one. And this one can even jump. Joy. As if I didn't have enough problems to deal with. At the very least he dropped 200 gold in the form of a giant pink gem. So his death was somewhat worth it. Save post. Now. Can't go that way. Let's see. No, can't blow it up either. I thought perhaps a secret would have been there. Oh well. Now then, up we go. I must say, he's quite an interesting inventor, this Tinker Knight, building an entire castle out of gears and machinery, with plenty of booby traps. Must admit, Exploratorium could use traps like this. Though we probably might blow them up just a bit more. That moment you can afford to have gears just drop down as a trap. You must have quite the budget thanks to the order. Woo! Very close. Now, another musical sheet. Seems there's a lot of them today. A lot of these coins and jewels. Ugh, these guys are a nuisance. Now, to deal with the other one. Nyeh. You will not best me, good sir. And look, I can avoid fighting him altogether. Lovely. Oh dear. This is moving on its own. I have no control over this. Oh my, how intriguing. Quite a different change-up, I must say. Let's get the cipher coin and head up to avoid getting squished or being eaten by the invisible flooring below. The last thing I would want is to be eaten by the floor. Quite a way to die, really. Eaten by a floorboard. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard of it. It's a bit risky. I think I can make this. Oh, I can make this. Oh, I knew I could do it. Simply put, had to just move fast. Okay, now, blow up this wall, get the food and the tonics I need for the fight. Seems I've reached the maximum on tonics. Which really, that tonic bag doesn't seem like a very useful item to me. Now then, for the Tinker Knight himself.
Oh look! It's Plague Knight! I heard you might show up! Why have you come here?
Ah, esteemed inventor, I do so respect your craft. Relinquish your essence and you won't be harmed.
What? I don't think so, Bird Mask. You have your own brain. Use it or lose it.
Oh, you just have to make things interesting for me, don't you, little tinker boy? It's okay. I'll make this short and quick, especially since all you can do is throw a measly little wrench. Oh, this was fun, but whoa! It seems he was prepared for this eventuality. Let's see what he has in store. Ooh, a mech. Quite an interesting idea, I must say. I would never think to construct a weapon this large. Quite a beautiful beastly machine, isn't it? Ooh, I do admire his work so. I will say, of all the knights in the order, Tinker is the one that gets the most respect out of me. Because at the very least, he understands what it's like to be an inventor. Only his inventions are of a mechanical nature. But even so, he pales in comparison to a man of science such as myself. Oh, and with that, another essence in the palm of my hands. Soon I'll have everything I need to get everything I desire. Hey, I thought my research trip was tough, but you look like you were just hit by a ton of bricks. Actually, it was a giant machine that shot missiles at me. Tinker Knight is quite an engineer, but there was no way to avoid a confrontation. He had his chance to surrender. Let's see. I'm gonna buy that fuse now. Thank you, Mona. Unfortunately, I don't have enough for other things. It's a shame. I would have loved to have bought stuff with the cipher coins, but I seem to be lacking. Oh dear. It seems we have trouble afoot. The Black Knight and a new knight have surfaced. But that will be for another time, because we have certainly gone far beyond the time, and I have other things that I must attend to, you understand. Other patients to see, other patients to blow up. So, we will resume our meeting next time. So until then, thank you all so very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and a comment in the boxes below, letting me know your favorite moments from this episode. Also, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and turn on all notifications, so you know when this explosive little knight is dealing with the last of the Order's nonsense. And of course, blowing up the Black Knight again. Also, share this video around. Your continued viewership and support is greatly appreciated. And of course, a very special thanks to the Tier 2 and Tier 3 Patreon supporters. Those being Sebastian Canino, Erin Nina, and Darcy Williams, Angelique de la Rouge, Jesse Barbo 6, Panda 475, Nagioki, Mickey War, Mighty Chlorophyte, Jesse Alvarez, Grimmy Leon, Ruby the Wolf, Hardy Wolf, and Katie Honey Jade. If you'd like to support the Patreon family, as well as get videos 24 hours in advance, check the link in the description below to our Patreon. And with that said, this has been the Plague Knight, and be sure to take your medicine for next time. Farewell!